Dun, dun, dun. Yo. Yo. Can you believe it? We're here. We are finally here. Just 24 hours before the most celebrated day in Basketball Nation, the NBA Finals. I can feel that shit. I can smell it. I can taste it. I love it. I'm excited. I know y'all are excited. I'm Justin Allen. This is Justin World's Uncut. We are coming at you live and we're ready to talk some basketball. I'm going to break this down a little bit. I'm going to give my prediction. Took me forever to come up with a prediction because I had been thinking that it's 50-50 all the way through, and one day before the final start, I'm still convinced that it's 50-50. We got to pick somebody, goddammit. Alright. But off the back, I don't even want to talk about anything that went down in the regular season because I believe these two teams were in a different place. Golden State, they did start off well in the regular season and continued to play well all the way throughout. But it still was a new coach. It was a new system. It still wasn't quite as polished as it is right now. And Cleveland, man, they were almost a shell of themselves to start things off. They had a new coach as well. LeBron James just came back. He was on that ridiculous paleo diet where he was all sucked up and skinny. He had to go away and come back, and when he came back, that's when this team really came together after the All-Star break with the pickup of Timothy Mozgov and J.R. Smith. It elevated this team to be the best on the Eastern Conference, and then they just blew through all the teams on the East. So, going straight to the postseason, Golden State starts off against the Pelicans. Okay? Let's point out that also Cleveland starts off against Boston. You can say throughout their playoff run that the competition that they faced was pretty much dead even. I mean, on paper, clearly Golden State had the tougher test and they've been more impressive. But the Pelicans are such a young team, a young, undeveloped team that was outmatched from the start, and they got swept by Golden State. Same thing can be said about Boston, but going into the next round, Golden State was tested pretty big against Memphis. I think the reason why is because Memphis was the first team to challenge Golden State's strength. Okay, you need a lot of physicality and a lot of rough and tough defensive players to match the amazing shooting that Golden State brings to the table. You know, no lead is ever safe against these guys. At any given moment, they start exploding with threes. Clay hits one, Steph hits one, and then they keep hitting another, and then Steph hits another. It's a very unconventional offense. I can't believe Stefan's ability to isolate himself away and create his own shot, create his own space, come off the pick and roll and just blast threes, and a hand in his face almost does nothing. Even if you have a 6'10" guy trying to smother his shot, he still somehow makes it. But on to my point about the competition. The Cavaliers may have been facing a weaker East, but the Cavaliers have been banged up. So they have their fair share of injuries. Kyrie's still not 100% now. Kevin Love went out with the shoulder. And LeBron, you know, he's going to get banged up in every single game because guys have to be so physical with him just to stop him. Golden State comes up against Houston in the conference round. And in the first couple of games, it could have went either way. It really could have went either way. That might have been a series that Golden State should have won more convincingly, although you can't blame them for what they did. They still got the job done against a team that's still no slouch. But Cleveland's different as far as being able to play defense and being able to rebound the ball. Dwight Howard, so disappointed in Dwight. I can't believe how badly he stunk it up. His physical dominance is not there. Tristan Thompson's and Timothy Mozgov's air, they are enforcers down there. It's really going to come down to how well those guys can shoot their free throws as far as the impact they're going to have in the game, because they are going to get the rebounds. They are going to be enforcers on D. They are going to be the good rim protectors. And I know Andrew Bogut over on Golden State and Draymond Green are going through the same, but I think Timothy Mozgov and Tristan Thompson do at a slightly higher level. I think they are two X factors for Cleveland. If you are rooting for Cleveland, you know the biggest reason why they are here is because of LeBron James, just like the biggest reason why Golden State is here is because of Steph Curry. But you maybe want to be a little more concerned about what's happening when LeBron and Kyrie are not on the floor. That bench. Golden State is a much deeper bench. They have a much deeper team altogether, and they play at such a fast pace that a Cleveland bench is not going to be used to. It's going to wear them out quick. And thinking about who's going to win this series, every single time I thought that Golden State was going to take it, that was the biggest reason why. Cleveland's bench versus Golden State's bench to me is no contest. I think Golden State has a better bench by a landslide, and they're also much better coached. That's huge. What happens? What does it mean for basketball as a culture if Golden State Warriors win this series? Okay. The first thing that comes to mind is that their identity is somewhat of a jump shot team. I don't think that's all they bring to the table, but that's their primary weapon when it comes for them winning games, is their amazing ability to shoot the ball. Sky high field goal percentage. Steph Curry is a freak of nature. Like I said, no lead is safe. You can be up 10, 15, or even 20, and they will shoot their way out of trouble. And they kill you on the fast break. And they're the type of team that will look for the three in transition because they want to pile up the points. They want to put you away quick. They do have some similarities with Cleveland's offense, but I don't think Cleveland's offense is as unconventional. They do a whole lot of isolation with LeBron James. And if you're rooting for Cleveland, you like the idea of LeBron taking it to the hole more and getting to the free throw line because he has been struggling from the three. He has been shooting 17% from the three. I just can't help but think that's not going to be the case in this series. I'm pretty sure he's aware of the fact that he needs to polish up on his shooting, and he's going to improve. You know, it's weird. He's a streaky shooter. It seems like the past couple of years, every year in the playoffs, his percentage would go up, and he would improve and more. For some strange reason, he's regressed from the three this year. I don't quite understand what the hell that's all about, but that's the case. But I'm not concerned because I do believe the shooting will improve. And even if it doesn't, I believe the penetration game with him will be a great factor. But like I was saying, if Golden State wins this series, it's an amazing story for the NBA. You know, Steph Curry is a 6'3", slender guard. He's just not the type of player that you would expect to be an MVP candidate, just looking at him from a physical standpoint, but the skill set that he has with his quickness, with his ability to catch and shoot, and also his ability to shoot off the dribble, his quick release, and how consistent it is. He's just, I don't know if they'll have an answer for him. I really don't. It may be a situation where they got to keep up with him, but to be able to stop him, I don't know. But then if he tanks, if he gets cold, which he has done before, he does have some games this year where he went cold, and if he does, that could be huge because Cleveland's got some sharpshooters themselves. J.R. Smith can shoot the hell out of that damn basketball. May not have a jump shot like Steph's, but let me tell you, the boy can stroke it real nice from out there. He's a deep threat, period. And he'll be huge in this series. But if Golden State wins, it does kind of give you the feeling that they're the first team in a long time to have that jump shoot first mentality and then win it all. They don't have anyone finals experience, but they do have some young studs. They do have some rough riders. They do have a great coaching system in Steve Kerr. And it's amazing for them to be one of those few teams that dethrone LeBron in the finals. Even though if Cavaliers do lose the series, and I know they are favored to lose, I can't see LeBron folding like a cheap tent the way he did in the Mavericks series. I think it will come down to the last few possessions in Game 6 or Game 7 if Cleveland was to go down here. Coming to Game 1, it's going to be at Golden State. The crowd's going to be pumped. One or two things is going to happen in Game 1. Either the finals jitters are going to catch up with Golden State and they're going to feel the pressure and crack to it, or they're going to come out like a house of fire again. Knock down those threes, get a big lead, abuse Cleveland's bench. I don't know how well Tristan Thompson and Timothy Mozgov are going to be shooting at the free throw line. If it's not good, it could get ugly quick. It really could. I hope that doesn't happen, but it could. What does it mean if Cleveland wins? If Cleveland wins the series, what a story. What a storyline. LeBron James to go to Miami, get a couple championships under his belt, get that monkey off his back, and then come back to win it all for his hometown and be their hero. And for Kyrie Irving to rise to the occasion off of the injury that he has, and for them to pull off this amazing upset, that would be great too. That's a great feel-good story for the NBA. They can benefit off of that. That would be fantastic as well. That'd really, really be something. Who am I going with? I swayed back and forth with this for so long. It's just Golden State's offense scares me to death. Because the ability to shoot the ball like that at all 4 quarters, you just feel so vulnerable. You just can't help but have vulnerability. But on the flip side of things, it's LeBron James who has the finals experience here, folks. It's LeBron James who's been here before. And from a standpoint of determination, I don't want to say that Golden State's not determined, to say that they're not hungry to win this. They didn't come all the way over here to lose. They didn't get home court advantage in the finals to cough it up and lose to Cleveland, especially as the favorites to win it all. But I can say LeBron's motivation to win it for his city can be a little bit stronger for Golden State to win it for theirs. I really can. I do think he wants it more. I think he's going to be ready. And who they're going to have guard him